A concise summary of Psalms 23. The title of this beloved psalm, like many others, is simply a Psalm of David. Most scholars believe it to be a mature psalm, but it contains vivid memories of David's boyhood as a shepherd. I like to remember that this psalm was penned by David, perhaps when he was a king. Charles Spurgeon wrote, "He'd worked as a shepherd before, and he wasn't ashamed of it. It has charmed more sorrows to sleep than all the world's philosophy. More felon thoughts, black doubts, and stealing sorrows have been remanded to their jail than there are sands on the beach. The noble host of the destitute has been comforted by it. It has sung courage to the army of the disappointed. It has poured balm and consolation into the heart of the sick, of captives in dungeons, of widows in their pinching grifts, of orphans in their loneliness. Dying soldiers have died easier as it was read to them. Ghastly hospitals have been illuminated. It has visited the prisoner, and broken his chains, and, like Peter's angel, led him forth in imagination, and sung him back to his home again. It has made the dying Christian slave freer than his master, and consoled those whom, dying, he left behind mourning, not so much that he was gone, as because they were left behind, and could not go. 2. Millions of people have memorized this psalm, even those who have learned few other scripture portions. Ministers have used it to comfort people who are going through severe personal trials, suffering illness, or dying. For some, the words of this psalm have been the last they have ever uttered in life. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He resteth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. A short description about Psalms 34. This hymn is titled A Hymn of David when he imagined franticness sometime recently Abimelech, who drove him absent, and he left. A criminal from Saul, David went to the Philistine city of Gath, but found no asylum there, and barely gotten away. Those occasions are recorded in 1 Samuel 21:10-22, 1. Taking after that, David went to the cave at Adullam, where numerous frantic men joined him. This happy and shrewd hymn appears to have been composed from that cave, and sung within the nearness of those men. The structure of this hymn is an acrostic, or about so. Each verse starts with another letter of the Hebrew letter set, but for the letter Wa. The reason of the acrostic arranged in this hymn primarily appears to be as a gadget utilized to empower learning and memorization. Abimelech was likely a title given to rulers among the Philistines. The ruler's appropriate title was Achish. Psalms 34. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof, and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack, and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Psalm 91, the assurance given to those who trust in God. This psalm has no title, and therefore the author remains unknown. Because it shares some of the themes of Psalm 90, some think Moses was the author. Because it shares some of the themes and phrases of Psalms 27 and 31, some think the author was David. Some of its language, of strongholds and shields, reminds us of David, to whom the Septuagint ascribes it. Other phrases echo the Song of Moses in Deuteronomy 32, as did Psalm 90. But it is in fact anonymous and timeless, perhaps all the more accessible for that. Many have noted the wonderful character of this psalm. This psalm is one of the greatest possessions of the saints. In the whole collection there is not a more cheering psalm. Its tone is elevated and sustained throughout. Faith is at its best, and speaks nobly. It is one of the most excellent works of this kind which has ever appeared. It is impossible to imagine anything more solid, more beautiful, more profound, or more ornamented. Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because He hath set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him, and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and shew him my salvation. Thank you for listening. Have a good sleep. God bless you.